Hi guys, this is Linda from Brain Education. In this video, I want to share with you a global project that Brain Education is doing through the ibrea Foundation. The ibrea Foundation is a nonprofit that promotes self-development through brain education to create peace in communities around the world. As you know, brain education is what we talk about here on our channel. The ibrea Foundation has consultative status with the United Nations ECOSOC, Economic and Social Council, and a local branch in Central America in El Salvador. Their brain education programs have been implemented in different countries like Liberia, Sierra Leone, Costa Rica, India, and the Philippines, with positive effects on people's health and mental well-being, ultimately contributing to creating a peaceful environment in communities that they've worked with. The ibrea Foundation is BETV's sister company because they work with the United Nations to bring brain education to communities around the world. Their current endeavor is creating an Institute for Peace in El Salvador, and they need your help to make it happen. El Salvador is a small country in Central America about the same size as Massachusetts. It unfortunately has a serious problem with social violence, so for decades, the government of El Salvador has taken great strides to reduce the rate of violence in their country, especially in the school system. During one of ibrea Foundation's annual Brain Education Conference in the United Nations, the ambassador of El Salvador to the United Nations learned about brain education for the first time. Through this event, he saw brain education's potential to help reduce violence in schools and communities, so he extended a formal invitation to the ibrea Foundation to come teach brain education in El Salvador. The place that he asked them to go to was a public elementary school located in an area with the highest rate of gang violence in the country. A team of fearless brain education instructors led by two directors of the ibrea Foundation, Ari Shin and Isabel Pastor Guzman, traveled to San Salvador, the capital of El Salvador, to carry out this pilot project. Can you even imagine trying to spread wellness and mental health in such a dangerous area? Wow, I don't think I could sleep comfortably at night or even close my eyes during meditation. Long story short, after their pilot project in El Salvador was over, the results were in. The rate of violence in school reduced drastically, the students' mental health and academic performance increased, and the teachers' well-being improved as well. One of the students who participated in the project, Laura, is an example of someone whose life has been completely transformed. Laura was already a single mom at the age of 15 and in a state of extreme depression at the start of the project. But by adopting brain education's method into her life, she found inner strength, and she shares that she found hope and joy for the first time in her life. So, inspired by her own changes, Laura is now a brain education instructor teaching in communities actively by educating youth, parents, and community leaders to self-heal and create peace. To sum it all up, ibrea Foundation's work at this school replaced a long history of social tension and violence. Now, this is my favorite part. After the project's success, the residents of this community, which, by the way, remember, this is a place that's been torn apart by gang division, they actually came together to create the Piscina por la Paz, or swimming pool for peace, on the school's property. Something like this is virtually impossible, guys, for a community that was divided for decades through gang violence to beautifully come together like this and literally stand side by side next to each other, pick up shovels next to your enemy, and dig the ground together to make a pool for the community. That's absolutely incredible. Now the swimming pool serves the community as a symbol of peace and a space for stress relief and coexistence. So amazing. Currently, brain education has expanded nationwide in El Salvador, reaching 25% of the public schools and helping thousands of students, teachers, and administrators with their physical and mental health to create peace in their communities. In fact, brain education's work in El Salvador has been so groundbreaking that in 2018, Ilchili, the founder of brain education, received the Jose Simeon Cañas Award, which is El Salvador's equivalent to the Presidential Medal of Freedom in the United States, for his work in creating lasting peace in El Salvador. The thing about peace is that it doesn't have borders. So, to expand the efforts in creating peace not only in El Salvador, but in Central America and beyond, Ilchili and the Ibrea Foundation have been working on a new project, creating the Ilchi Institute for Peace and Earth Management in El Salvador. Lovingly called the Peace Institute for short, it will focus on educating and training people to become expert leaders in brain education and holistic well-being. The plan is to have 3 departments at the Peace Institute. One will be an education department that will offer graduate-level programs, workshops, and seminars so that people can be trained as brain education instructors. The second will be a research department that will conduct studies with the government on the impact of brain education by measuring the health, mental well-being, and peace levels in the communities that experience it. And third will be a social development department that will focus on rolling out grassroots projects to spread brain education's method of peace and well-being into more communities. So far, the Ibrea Foundation has raised enough money to purchase a piece of land in a quiet and safe place in the outskirts of San Salvador. The goal is to raise $350,000, and they are about 90% there. They just need 10% more to start construction on the Institute. If you resonate with their work and want to be a part of this effort to create peace, please donate on their page. Your donations will go directly to the construction of the Institute. I'll add a link how to donate in the description below. Just 10% more and we could make this possible. Let's do it. In fact, I'm gonna go on my phone and make a donation right now. The Peace Institute symbolizes the Ibrea Foundation's commitment to create a peaceful Earth starting in Central America. When peace is created within and around us, we'll be able to take care of each other and solve our most pressing issues, from violence to poverty to climate change and more. We want to work with you and leave behind a legacy of peace for the next generation. Thank you so much. I hope to see you at the Ilchi Institute for Peace and Earth Management in person soon. Bye!